Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm your instructor Joy. Let me first play a tune for you. This was a little excerpt from the round of the Goblins by Bazzini. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for your continued support. I really appreciate with this funky tune. I would like to show you the very popular bow stroke called Ricochet. Ricochet, along with a spiccato, it is one of the hard bow strokes that we'll learn when we get a little advanced. We are playing the bouncy effects of the bow, and we're just numbering it right to take advantage of it and to show off. So here, this particular part has a lot of bouncing spot, bouncing bow stroke. You may hear only the bouncing bows, but there are some legatos too. So I'm gonna show you how to do all those ones. Um, I really appreciate you channeled in today. It's always good to see you here, and I very much appreciate your kind support. Now, let's talk about how one could do ricochet. We call it bouncing spot. Bouncing spot is when the bow bounces naturally. It depends on what part of the bow you are and what kind of stroke you want. When you are doing spiccato, the bouncing spot will be from the middle to about quarter. When you're doing ricochet, that gets a little shifted. It's more from the middle to a quarter to the tip. So it's a bit different one because simply the ricochet is a little faster. No, then spiccato. Now, even within ricochet, depending on how fast you want it, if you want to do a little slower, you want to do rather in the middle, or if you want to do fast, you want to do rather closer to the lighter part bow. So about from the middle, it could sometimes go a little below, around the middle to about quarter from the tip, I would say. Slow, ricochet, or fast ricochet. So now we understood the placement. Another thing that you want to do is you want to place the bow here flat so that when you throw the bow bounces directly away from you. If you tilt the bow hair, it will bounce, but you're kind of bouncing it sideways, so it will bounce less. But when you do flat hair, it will bounce a lot. Talking about bouncing, make sure when you go lighter part of the bow, it will bounce even more. So you have to number that one's or you have to place the bow precisely depending on how you do. Now, whenever you have a difficult bow stroke, try to first practice only for the right hand, meaning get rid of the left and hold the violin on the side and practice on one string, on open string. So we have four down bow, ricochet, and two up bow, spiccato. So I'm gonna do on the D string. It's easier if you use D or A string because the bow sits horizontally, and so we can maximize the bow placement or the bounciness that comes with the help of gravity. If you don't G string or E string, it's not impossible, but you don't get as much help from gravity. So D or A. In my favorite is D string would be better. So you do if you're having hard time throwing the bow, lift up your index finger. Most likely you're controlling too much, which is important function of the index finger, but we want the bow to go a little wild. Remember, sometimes we try to do legato and then all of a sudden bounces it unwantingly. And this time we want the bow to bounce. So stop controlling the index finger, let it bounce it. If you felt the bow still bouncing within your bow grip, then place the index finger lightly. See if you can reproduce same thing, but don't squeeze in. Keep it very light, as though you're not doing anything with the index finger, and create the same bow stroke. If you're having hard time, lift up again. Just along the bow to bounce a little more. Now, once you're done, then see if you can number it exactly. Let's see if we can do only two. Oops, sorry, two. Ah. Then now you do three. Again, you can always lift up the index finger when needed. Now four. Oh, I'm doing five. It gets harder because I noticed that when the bow stays a little closer. A little tip here, try not to use too much bow. Try to stay rather in the spot where it bounces well. Then once you do the last third one or fourth one, last two one, you need to catch the bow and fold it up. So you're releasing the bow pressure, and then now, or the third and last two ricochet, you need to place index finger and pinky, and you're folding your hand this way. So we're kind of changing the direction abruptly. Sorry. So see, it might take a little time, but it's okay. Give yourself enough time. It's one of the hard ones to master. If it doesn't happen within the same week, you are normal. That's how we all do. So give yourself several months to master. Then, if you feel comfortable, try other string. Then G, E. Of course, after many weeks and many months of practicing, if you're done, then see if you can do it two ups. Then you do the string that works for the Bazzini. Also, same open string. It's always a good idea to practice open string that works for the piece, open string that corresponds to your piece working business. The key is on the last two ricochet. You need to catch it and change the direction to up. Now, once you're done, then there's a little part, excuse me, that you have to change it from staccato, legato. It's a bit difficult because you are on the bouncing spot for ricochet and spiccato, and you have no chance to go away to the bounce from the bouncing spot to secure the legato bow. Here, there's my tip. Instead of, because it's not an option for us to go away from the bouncing placement from here, because there's no time. You just tilt it. Tilt the bow. Remember, I talked about that you need to have a flat bow here so it bounces well. Now, you're taking advantage exactly for the opposite reason. Tilt it. Then once you're done, this is a lot of fun, and the audience always love it when they hear things like that. I hope you can try yourself. Give yourself enough time to learn and adapt. This is one of stroke that requires a lot of flexible wrist and finger joint as well, and it is okay to take some time to master. Yeah, I wish you all happy practicing. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye bye.